So we met through a couple of mutual friends, and basically one of her friends was, or one of my friends was dating her cousin at the time, and I had actually saw her. I used to work at Napa, and I actually saw her outside the salon one day, and I was like, man, she's just absolutely gorgeous. And so I asked my buddy, if he knew, who she was, since they worked together. And so basically I just kind of asked him to, set us up, and that way I could meet her. And then, ever since then, everything's just lined up, and, everything's just been perfect.
The first day, we went to just a little restaurant and sat down and ate. It was probably pretty magical. I just felt like whenever we went out, there was just something about him that I just kind of knew. Everything that we talked about, we just kind of, I guess, had in common. So I just kind of knew it was him when we first went out on that first date.
So our first date, we actually went to Chipotle, and we were with my buddy at the time, and it was great. It was just the three of us. We sat down, we laughed. It was so simple, but yet it just meant the world. It just felt perfect. I don't think I've ever just sat down and ate with somebody for the first time and just felt like my heart was full. And then, every other date, after that, I mean, it was just as perfect, as the first one.
Well, the first impression when I first met him was, I definitely thought that he was someone that my heart would kind of fall in love with. I didn't really know at first if he was going to be the one, but after I first started talking to him and stuff, I knew immediately after that he was definitely going to be the one for me.
Really just everything about her, from inside to out. I mean, she's just, she's all around perfect. She's absolutely gorgeous. That's the part that everybody can see, whether you know her or not. But once you get to know her, I mean, everything, inside is just as beautiful as it is outside. She's got a killer personality. Everybody in my family absolutely adores her. She's so respectful to everybody, and she's got a servant's heart. She'll give the shirt off her back to somebody that's in need. And all the little things that she does for me, day in and day out, all that stuff adds up, and I couldn't change anything about her to make her any better.
So I was at the salon one day doing hair, and his grandmother comes in, and I didn't really know her really well, and I went up to her and she said, "You're gonna marry my grandson one day." And I just thought that woman was crazy at first, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna marry that lady's grandson. And so we had some friends that got us together, and come to find out, I actually am marrying her grandson. So, but it all worked out perfect the way that God wanted it to.
Really, that my biggest thing is I just hope that this day is, just as perfect, as she wants it to be, and that not only that the wedding lives up to, her expectations, but also, our marriage. And there'll be ups and there'll be downs, but I know that, whenever we both go to sleep, at the end of the day, we're still going to love each other, with all our hearts, and we're going to work through all of our problems, and keep the Lord, at the center of our relationship. And then, I love her to death, and she's my entire world, and I'm ready to, continue on our adventure, with each other.
He's extremely, extremely caring. For me, he cares about how I feel. If I ever have a problem or need anything, he's always there for me, no matter what. And he always supports me in anything and everything I do. And I guess vice versa, with his job, being a firefighter and doing landscaping, he's gone all the time. But we always make sure that whenever we do see each other that it's worthwhile, so.
We're both really hard workers. We're both working, all the time. We've got, we get attached, really easily. We show big love. And she's got such a servant's heart, and I've got a servant's heart as well. I love helping other people, whenever they're in need, and she's the exact same way. I know that, she's helped, we just help each other out so much, and, help out, everybody else around us. We both, like I said, just keep the Lord at the center of everything, and, we love to laugh, cut up, have a good time, every day. There's, you just never know how many, jokes, we're gonna have between the two of us, and, how many times we're gonna laugh, to the point where we cry, to go all the way to, sitting down, on the couch and, massaging each other's feet, at the same time, to end out the night. Just everything that we like doing, we're so similar, it's almost like it was, perfect from the very beginning.
I kind of thought he was gonna propose to me in Blowing Rock. That's our favorite place in the world to go. But I wasn't sure if he was gonna do it. But he ended up doing it there, and he went to this really beautiful little garden that they had there in Blowing Rock. And I've never been to it out of the years that we've been going there. And there was a little gazebo there, and he proposed to me in there. It was very, very special. I had no earthly idea he was gonna propose to me there.
Every year from, the very first, couple months that we were dating, we went to Blowing Rock, and we actually had, one of my groomsmen, Justin, and his wife, Megan, they went with us to Blowing Rock. And it was funny because, she found out that, I had bought a ring, but she thought that I had told her that they had messed up on the ring. And so she had no idea that the ring was even done. She thought that, it was still messed up, and it was gonna be, several months later before the ring was, fixed and we had the correct one. And when we went down there to Blowing Rock, and there's a nice gazebo right on the water, and that's where I asked her, and it was, it couldn't have went any more, perfect. She was absolutely blown away. She had no clue.
I guess my favorite memory was when he proposed to me. I'll never forget it. And then today, probably.
I'd probably say, a really good, memory that's just kind of, has continued giving, is whenever I surprised her with, our dog, Emery. And she doesn't know it today, actually, but she's been begging for a golden doodle for months now. Even really, years, she's been talking about getting a golden doodle. And so today, like I said, she has no clue, but she's actually going to end up getting a golden doodle this afternoon as well. So, that'll be another thing that, just all the memories and stuff that, we've had with, the dog that we already have, Emery, and then, this dog, it's just one of those things that just keeps giving, we've had so many good experiences, with our dog. She's like our kid. She's probably one of the most spoiled dogs, around, and, we just love her to death. And, it's really just to pick me up, every afternoon, we, kind of have our little doggy family time and, relax and hang out. So, that's one thing that's been really nice.
What I've been living for. Your love is my turning page. Only the sweetest words remain. Every kiss is a cursive line. Every touch is a redefining phrase.
who gives this bride to be married to this man.
Her mother and I.
You may hold hands. Also this day, we have flowers over here beside Rayvon for Brenda, which is the late grandmother of Macie. We are gathered here today in the sight of God and the presence of friends and loved ones to celebrate one of life's greatest moments. We are here to give recognition to the beauty of love that is shared between Macie and Jordan as they complete their family in holy matrimony. Marriage is a contract not to be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, and with a deep realization of the obligations and responsibilities. Marriage is the moment where your hearts and souls are joined together for eternity. And you know, with that statement right there, over in the Bible of Genesis, way back in the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 24, it says, "There shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh." And folks, we're thankful for marriage. Today, a wonderful union that takes place of Macie and Jordan. And God has blessed us all for a wonderful day that will not be forgotten. The joining of two hearts as husband and wife is a commitment like no other. It offers opportunities for sharing and for personal growth that no other human relationship can equal. A husband and a wife are each other's best friends, confidants, lovers, teachers, listeners, and critics. The bond between a husband and wife deepens and enriches every fact of life. Happiness is fuller and commitments are stronger. Marriage also encourages new life and new experiences, and finds new ways of expressing love through the ups and downs of life. Macie and Jordan, as your journey begins as husband and wife, I would ask you both to remember to treat each other with respect and remind yourself often of what brought you here today, and most of all, to keep God first in your life and in your marriage.
I had the privilege of being there the night of Jordan and Macie's first date. After their date, they came by the station that I was working at, and Jordan sat on this side of the room and Macie sat on this side of the room. I said, well, this will never work. And today we're here and we're joining them in holy matrimony. And I've seen them grow in their faith and grow in their love for each other. And I just thank the Lord for it. Thank the Lord for being a part of it today. Macie, do you take Jordan to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, to love, to honor, and cherish in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Jordan, do you take Macie to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, to love, to honor, and cherish in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
May we have the rings? Now, if we look at this ring, it's a continuous, unbroken circle. It represents unending love. As often as either of you look upon these rings after they're placed upon your fingers, may you be reminded of this moment and the love that you have promised to one another before God. Macie, please place the ring on Jordan's finger and repeat after me. Jordan, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
and that I'm choosing to share
and that I'm choosing to share
my life's journey with you.
my life's journey with you.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
with the pledge to love
with the pledge to love
you today,
you today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
and always.
and always.
Jordan, please place this ring on Macie's left finger and repeat after me. Macie,
Macie,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
and that I'm choosing to share
and that I'm choosing to share
my life's journey with you.
my life's journey with you.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
with the pledge to love you
with the pledge to love you
today,
today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
and always.
and always.
Macie and Jordan, I just want to wish you both much love, happiness as you begin your new journey. And always remember to keep God first. And remember to keep lots of laughter, and love will not be far behind it. Macie and Jordan, these two separate candles symbolize lives, separate families, and a separate set of friends. In other words, your lives before today. Lighting the center candle represents that your two lives are now being joined together as one. Please pick up the lighted candles and together light the center candle.
Forever seems like a long time, but nothing seems like a long time when I am with you. I feel like I'm walking on water since the day that I asked your father to let go of his daughter. So give me your blessing, so I'll give her all that I've got. It doesn't look like a lot, but it sure feels like a lot. Let her take my heart and take my hand. Take my heart and take my hand. Take my heart and take my hand again and again. Right where we stand.
By the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Jordan, you may kiss your beautiful bride.
Tell me what you want to hear. Something that
Family and friends, I am proud to pronounce to you Mr. and Mrs. Jordan Porter.
500 miles, I had it all planned. Drove all day to ask your dad for your hand. I wrote it all out, I knew what I'd say. My heart, it was racing and my hands started to shake. But I took a deep breath and I said, I promise to love her with all that I have. I'll put nothing above her and won't turn my back. She's my everything, she's all I'll ever need, and she loves me at my worst. Sir, I give you my word, I promise to love her. The music plays and I'm all a mess as I watch you walking towards me in that pretty white dress. Do you take this woman to be your wife, to have and to hold for the rest of your life? Well, I took a deep breath and I said, I promise to love her with all that I have. I'll put nothing above her and won't turn my back. She's my everything, she's all I'll ever need, and she loves me at my worst. I'm giving my word, I promise to love her and keep her, want her and need her, make her my whole world.
Wedding's all about commitments. It's about commitment. And back in 1991, I made that commitment to my wife. And in my Bible, every time I turn it up, there's a write-up about our wedding. And that reminds me of the commitment I made. So today we've got Macie and Jordan. And with Macie, she's become our lovely young daughter. And we love. And today we gained a son, Jordan. And we love both of them. I know everybody here loves both of them. And we're going to thank each one of you for coming. And you can see the love that each one of you means to this family. And we appreciate it.
Macie, you're the best sister anybody could ask for, and to watch you down the aisle with the man that you love may be the happiest thing in the world. Jordan, I'm so glad you're the one for Macie. Take care of my sister and treat her well. Be sure to always take her shopping and she will be happy. So that's all I've got. Thank you.
I really appreciate, each and every one of y'all coming out this evening to celebrate me and my beautiful wife now. We really appreciate y'all coming out. It really means a lot to us. I love Macie. I love you with all my heart. I'm glad to, start, or continue on our love adventure. And each and every day is going to be a blessing. Waking up by your side. But like I said again, it really means a lot to see all y'all faces out there. Especially with all the COVID stuff going around. Thank y'all for sticking it out and coming out and supporting us. But that's about all I got. Hope y'all stick around a little bit longer, and hopefully we'll get to talk to most of you before you leave. Thank y'all.